malevolent karma, so close to a drama, causes fresh doubts in her course disarray, and she left him behind, though still not in one mind, planning to reunite with her fierce fiancé. But if you think it's time for us to resign, so close to the finish line you don't know him at all, for heroes gather momentum on the brink of the maggot, enthralled by the squall, they put balls to the wall. The Tsar put balls to the wall.
Dzień dobry, witam was bardzo serdecznie, ja jestem Szab32, to jest kolejny odcinek z Chaos on Deponia.
Hey, you! Should Uncle Rufus teach you a couple of tricks? Oh, they're so happy. Sweet. Hey, you! Should Uncle... Oh, they're so happy. Sweet. Well, look who came toddling after me. See? You've never been able to resist my animal magnetism.
Keep it short, okay? I have a job to do here that needs my total concentration.
Guarding dolphins?
Keeping down my lunch.
What are you doing here anyway?
I could ask you the same thing. Didn't you want to go to Elysium with that Gloria?
Her name is Goal.
And where is Goal? Has she already succumbed to one of your brilliant maneuvers? Did you accidentally toss her out of a burning hot air balloon?
Far from it. It was an escape pod.
Or did you saw her into pieces?
Not literally. Goal is waiting outside, and she's in good health. At least 2/3 of her.
One can only feel sorry for her.
How did you get here? You didn't know what to do with yourself without me,
Well, I woke up one morning and was amazed to discover that there wasn't a single fire to extinguish in the whole house. I didn't have to repair the roof, scrape toothpaste off the heater, doctor any wounded neighbors. It wasn't even necessary to shoo a gnu out of the kitchen.
And then you felt a yearning for me.
And then I remembered that I haven't had a vacation in years. In Booza Westwalk, I heard rumors about a rebellion against the Organon. Apparently, that triggered my old rescuer syndrome.
You have a rescuer syndrome? If anything, you have a kidnap princesses and hurl fireballs at the rescuers syndrome.
Call it what you want. I just thought my experience in recovering the victims of explosions could be useful.
Hey, so you do owe some of your skills to me.
I can't argue with that.
Great to have you here.
Beat it!
Whether you believe it or not, I am the leader.
Oh, heavens. Just like in my worst nightmare.
Oh yeah, so you still dream of me.
I was in therapy because of that.
Well, as much as I'd love to talk about your fantasies of me, your dream man has an important mission. You won't believe everything that's happened to me.
Let me guess. You were almost in Elysium, and then your good nature got in the way once again.
Hey, how did you know that?
Because that's the way this conversation always goes. Next, I say, that's what you said the last time. And you say,
But it really happened that way this time.
exactly. And even if you are about to say the opposite, you are never going to change.
But I have changed. Darn it. The dolphin pool needs to be cleaned again. Recruit.
Excuse me? I hope I misheard that.
But Tony, I am the leader here after all. I have to make sure that everything runs smoothly, and I can't show you preferential treatment just because we used to be together.
That is...
Is there a problem, Rufus? I don't think you have your team under control, Janosch. Number 26 here actually attempted to contradict me just now.
Oh, is that the fact? I must say, number 26. If the boss gives you an order, then you must obey.
But...
No buts, recruit.
Oh, aye, boss.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I was wrong. This is a lot worse than my nightmare.
Oh, and by the way, I want my coffee black for the meeting, recruit.
You cannot be serious.
Janosch.
Recruit!
You're out of your minds. I am not your...
Recruit!
Oh, and don't spill any, recruit.
You're digging your own grave.
Yeah, whatever. It's worth it. Drop and give me 20, recruit.
Don't push your luck.
Hey, this is Civil War, Tony. Every little bit of flab on your thighs could mean the death of one of our comrades.
You miserable!
Uh-oh.
Co?
And do you enjoy work? What do you...
I didn't
Her-
and did you far or did you
Not goal is at least.
one can
How did you
write it
and then
and
you have
I just
Wszystko już było.
beat it.
with
Oh, I was
well you
you were the net then
But it-
and you
but I have a couple of questions about the dolphins.
no, you can't train them to sing karaoke with you.
Okay, so much for that idea. But why are the torpedo dolphins so small?
Those aren't torpedo dolphins, you moron. They're their offspring.
Baby dolphins? Oh, how cute.
There. What was that?
What was what?
Your look. You had that look again.
I did not.
Get away from the pool.
Yes, all right, all right. The baby dolphins have their pool right next to the service hatch for the canteen? Isn't that a little unsafe?
How was I to know you'd crop up here?
They make cat food out of baby dolphins, don't they?
If anything happens to them, I will kill you. I'm serious. I will kill you.
That wasn't a no. The baby dolphins have... Isn't that a little
How if I'm serious, I will.
that was... Why do the dolphins look so sad?
They're depressed.
I can understand that if you're their trainer.
Maybe I should just break a couple of your bones. I think that might cheer them up. They love physical comedy.
How can I cheer up the dolphins?
Jump in front of a moving cruiser?
Well, there aren't any cruisers down here.
But it might help. They love physical comedy.
If those are torpedo dolphins, then where are their torpedoes?
Not where you're thinking.
That's a relief.
Janosch sold the torpedo equipment to pay for pizza.
Are you serious? Pizza?
No, there isn't any left.
Oh, darn it. How did you wind up training dolphins?
I told them I used to live with a crazy baboon. Apparently, that qualified me.
I need the dolphins' help for my hunt.
No way!
Oh, Tony, please. This is important.
He's right, 26. Rufus needs your dolphins more than we do.
All right. But right now, you won't have much luck with them. They've been totally depressed all day.
Okay, I'll cheer them up. After all, I'm a great entertainer. Oh, look at me. I'm Tony. My hobbies are bitching, screaming, and training dolphins. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've still got it. You can't tell the difference from the original.
Maybe it would cheer them up if you slowly choke to death. They love physical comedy.
You know, I think we should change the subject. All this talk is making me hungry for tuna.
And my ulcer is acting up again.
I have to go. I have important things. Leading and... What? No cynical final remarks?
I thought I'd try something else. I hoped maybe it would make you disappear faster.
Heh, didn't work, did it?
Nope.
That just screams for a brilliant maneuver. Yeah, that's funny. That's guaranteed to cheer up the dolphins. Darn! My plan obviously needs a little polishing. That just screams for a brilliant maneuver. Why do the dolphins look so sad?
They're depressed.
I can...
Maybe I think that they
To się może przydać.
Hello?
Oh, hello! Another new face. Are you one of Janosch's little friends?
Hey, listen. I'm the leader of a rebellion against the Organon.
Of course you are. Would our brave leader like an orange juice?
Maybe later. You wouldn't happen to have any cat food?
I'm sorry, my boy, no. I wanted to make some earlier, but the nice young lady pointed out to me that the baby dolphins aren't part of the supplies.
What nice young lady? Salana iyong ayeses.
What was that?
What do you think? I speak Dolphinese.
Save your breath. They're depressed.
I can understand that if you're...
Maybe I think that they love.
No dobra, może kiedy indziej pokombinujemy coś tam. Chodźmy tutaj.
Looks like the Organon has sealed off the city. I would call that a challenge. Unfortunately, I have other problems at the moment. You got lucky, Organon. These tires are worn out and boring. But if they were burning... Looks like the Organon... Unfortunately... You got... Somewhere back there, the last high boat to Elysium is at anchor.
Czyli tak naprawdę tu nic nie ma. Ale, dobra.
I admit it. It's junk. But that doesn't mean it belongs in the trash. Why should I burn my own stuff? With so much nice stuff to burn that belongs to other people. Hey, Goal. Everything okay?
I feel wonderful.
She's cool. She's right for me.
Ah, Rufus. Found any trace of that submersible yet?
I'm working on it. And you're really sure you can put Goal back together?
Of course. I just need the third cartridge.
The one that's in Donna's implant.
Exactly. The rest will be child's play. Although the sea is anything but calm, perhaps I should think about adding some stabilizers to the bone saw. Would you happen to know if Goal is a hemophiliac?
I know you can do it. Have you got any idea how we might capture Donna?
I suggest we travel to Isla Watchet. There's an old radio mast there. If we modify the transmitter just a little, we might be able to track the submersible.
Isla Watchet. Now that sounds inviting.
I hope you're wearing your long johns. The island lies in the center of a permanent storm system.
Oh, come on. I'm not afraid of a little bit of weather.
But you should be. Remember, you'll be working on electrical installations on top of a radio mast in a thunderstorm.
Oh, so what? you wouldn't believe all the hazard warnings I've ignored so far. Would you happen to know where I can get some torpedo equipment?
The only torpedo equipment I know about is the main prize in Gilligan's lottery. Unfortunately, the gadget shop is already closed for today.
Okay, so I need to burglarize the place and win the lottery. Anything else?
Can't you ever leave a hopeless situation alone when you see one? You can't force your luck.
Maybe you can't, or maybe you're just not using enough force. Where can I find some torpedo equipment again?
Nowhere.
Have you ever been to Porta Fisco?
More than once, but it's barely worth the trip these days. The Organon has occupied the center of town, and the residents of the slums outside the city gates can't afford neurosurgical procedures.
Those poor wretches. I'll carry on then.
Keep me posted.
Doc looks tired. Unfortunately, the sleep inductor I hammered on all night still isn't finished.
Co tu jeszcze jest?
Do I see the first gray hairs in his beard? I could have sworn they weren't there last week. All shipshape, mate?
Actually, the correct address would be Captain.
Yeah, we can talk about your promotion later. First, I've got a couple of questions. Can't this tub go any faster? We'll never catch up to Donna Gold this way.
That's no way to talk about my trawler. She's one of the most reliable freighters on the Rust Red Sea. She may not look like much on the outside, but...
But oh, her inner beauty! Sorry, Bozo, but I overheard Tony often enough trying to set up her cousins with someone. I notice right away when someone's trying to sugarcoat a slug.
she's not a slug.
She's big boned, that's all.
What good is the fastest vessel if we don't even know where our target is?
That's beside the point. We used the same fine line to fix up Dottie May and Broomstick Budwin. 4 weeks later, everyone called him Vacuum Hose Budwin. So, what do we know now?
No idea. The submersible seems to have dived. We'll never find it. Unless you can mount an underwater search party.
What about a pod of trained torpedo dolphins?
Wasn't it your girlfriend who's no longer in her right mind?
All is fair in love and war. So, what do we know now?
No idea. The submersible will never unless you...
What about... all is fair and... Do I get to steer too?
I don't know. Do I get to run around like a madman then and get us involved in a series of disasters?
Was that a yes?
That was a go jump in the lake.
What do you know about Porta Fisco?
Only that it used to be the largest and most important city on the Rust Red Sea. But nowadays, it's scarcely more than ruins.
Ruins?
The Organon occupies the entire city. The Dark Exchequer guards the Ascension Customs in the center of town.
In the center, yeah, that's good. Yeah.
That's where they say the last high boat to Elysium is anchored, too. The former residents of the town all live in slums outside the gates.
Outside the gate, oh, that's good, yeah.
You're not even listening, are you? You're just repeating the last words.
The last words are, yeah, I'm repeating them. Yeah, they're always the best, yeah. Back to work, sailor!
Hey, I'm still the captain of this ship.
Say what? This is outright scrutiny!
Mutiny. No screw.
You just stay focused, sailor. Just because there's a woman on board, we must not allow our thoughts to wander.
No dobra. Któraś z tych wysp to będzie chyba... Nie wiem. Popłyniemy tam. Zobaczymy. Jest burza, czyli to raczej tutaj.
Lousy weather. We should make sure we finish up here as quickly as possible. The crust on my overcoat is starting to dissolve.
No okej. Pogadajmy jeszcze. Czy mają coś do powiedzenia?
Hey, Goal. Everything okay?
I feel wonderful.
Ah, Rufus. Found any trace of that submersible yet?
I'm working on it. What are we doing here again?
We need to modify the transmitter on the radio mast. But there's a heavy thunderstorm. You need to bring that transmitter here.
Why is it always me who has to do the dirty work?
You're right. It's way too dangerous. It's a job for a real man.
And that's why you should stay in here. I'll get the transmitter, period.
Do you really think so? Oh, well.
Like putty in my hands. I'll carry on then.
Keep me posted.
All shipshape, mate?
Actually, the correct address would be Captain.
Yeah, we can talk about your promotion first. What island is this?
Its name is actually Isla Watchet, but the sailors call it the Hellhole.
Oh, sounds exciting.
Not really. The island is really nothing more than another pile of junk protruding from the sea. It's only on the map because of the constant thunderstorms. Sailors should give it a wide berth, so you'd better hurry with your radio mast. The last thing we can use now is a crash.
That may be the last thing you can use. The last thing I can use is red beets and advice. Red beets and advice. Back to works.
But I...
Okej.
The diesel is leaking out of the generator's exhaust pipe. Astounding. A closed sewage system. Here's a tank for diesel. Ouch! Ah! As long as the generator is on, it's too hot to fiddle with. I'll have to put it out of commission somehow. Here's a tank for diesel. As long as here's a tank. Ouch! I'll have to put... It drives a pump that removes the leaking diesel from the water. Wait a minute! The diesel is leaking out of the generator's exhaust pipe. Astounding. A closed sewage system. Here's a tank. Ouch! As long as the... I'll have to...
Okej, jedziemy tutaj.
Hey, Goal. Everything okay?
Boring. What are we doing here anyway?
Don't worry. It's all part of the plan. So much thunder in the air.
Don't pee your pants. The chances of being struck by lightning are about as high as winning the lottery.
Dak. Statistics are for people who don't want to take any risks.
True.
So how are we going to get this radio mast repaired?
Why are you asking me? You're supposed to be the tinkerer here.
Well, I am.
Oh, really? Then what's broken?
Well, the thingies here are really loose, and the electric shoes are mislaced and have an electric double knot on the the electro loop.
Huh. And I would have bet that it had something to do with this broken casing here.
Yes, which we pros also call electric insulation.
You wear insoles?
Not to look taller, if that's what you're thinking. I've got a plan. Can you stand on that plateau over there for a minute?
Well, why not? What could possibly be wrong with standing on an elevated platform in a thunderstorm?
So you'll do it?
Heavens no! How naive do you think I am? Next, you're going to put a bucket of water there for my feet. Or hand me an umbrella. Rufus? Just a moment.
Naive, bucket of water, umbrella.
You aren't planning to use me as a human lightning rod, are you?
No, I wouldn't dream of it.
All right, wait. Wouldn't dream of it. But when you're awake...
Too late.
Drat!
On we go.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Okej.
This is the perfect place to fill containers with water or to be hit by lightning. I found the problem. The transmitter is broken.
Then what are we waiting for? Off to dock with it.
Only oily water comes out of the tap. Oh, great. Well then, let's do it. Au!
No okej, idziemy do doktora.
I went to the radio mast. The transmitter is broken.
How do you know?
Oh, I found it lying at the foot of the radio antenna. It's fried.
So it is. You're right.
Oh, I know a fried piece of electronics when I see one.
Even when your signature is missing?
Can you repair it?
I already did.
Well, why did you take so long?
Mainly because of the lollipop stick that was stuck between the contacts. At any rate, the device is working now. All you need to do is mount it at the top of the radio mast.
Easy peasy.
Tylko pytanie, jak się tam dostać.
That is probably the most boring container, but it's all I need now is a way to get the diesel out. That is probably the most boring container for transporting diesel that I could come up with, but it's better than nothing. All I need now is a way to get the diesel out.
Spróbujemy.
Here's a tank for diesel. Ouch! Ah! As long I'll have to put.
No dobra.
Only oily water comes out of the tap. Oh, great.
Trzeba się jakoś na górę dostać.
Well then.
To się nie uda. No właśnie. Trzeba było tą parasolkę
Au!
załatwić. Zobaczymy, co jest jeszcze na tej trzeciej wyspie. Dobra.
What? That's supposed to be the pole? Lonzo puts more ice in the drinks when he wants to save alcohol. What a disappointment. Do I see the first gray hair? I could have... All shipshape, mate?
Actually, the correct address would be...
Yeah, we can talk first. You know, I think there's something wrong with your heating.
If you're cold, have a sip of tea. But be careful. It's scalding hot.
Yeah, carefulness is grossly overrated. I have never been careful, and look where it got me. Back to...
But I...
Ah, Rufus. Found any trace of that submersible yet?
I'm working... I can't get up the radio mast.
Can't help you there, I'm afraid. I've been working on a remedy for flat feet for years, but I can't get my hands on enough donated organs.
My feet aren't flat. It's the lightning. Every time I climb the mast, one of those meteorological bullies shows up and knocks me over the head.
Every time? You're more likely to win the lottery.
That would be more fun. I'll carry on then.
Keep me posted.
No okej. Wróć, tam była ciepła ta herbatka.
Wow. The last time I could see the stars this clearly in Kuvak, I was 9. I probably shouldn't have removed the filter from the town's trash-burning generator. What kind of tea is this, anyway?
Kidney tea. It warms you up, and it's good for your bladder, but you shouldn't drink too much of it.
Why? I have an extraordinarily large bladder.
Careful. Tea's hot.
Did I just hear a challenge?
No,
Oh! Ouch! Ooh! Darn it.
I warned you.
Kran. Wąż.
Oh, crap. The water tap is frozen. So much for my idea of a skating rink. This could be useful. I'll take it.
Śnieg ze sobą.
I could really use a torch like that. But to get it, I'll need something to melt the ice. Some sort of, I don't know, portable fire. Bummer. He obviously thinks he's the coolest. The sign is bigger than the pole.
No, herbatkę trzeba wziąć.
Careful.
Did I just...
No.
Oh! Ouch!
I warn...
Może tak.
Careful.
Did I...
No.
Oh! Ouch!
I warn...
Hey, everything okay?
Except for the fact that you steered us straight into the eternal ice.
At least I didn't steer us into an iceberg.
But you did!
Yeah, and why can't I remember that?
Probably because you were hit on the head by a refrigerator when the polar bears attacked us.
Huh, I seem to have missed a few things.
You certainly did. It was pretty cool.
It really is very cold here.
You weakling. Can't you even stand a little cold?
Yeah, more than you.
Oh, really?
Really?
There's only one way to find out.
Ice swimming!
Ice swimming? Wait, that's dangerous. Hey! Why am I getting so upset? I can still dream of my happy place. Happy, happy, happy.
I said no icebergs below the belt.
Can't help it if you mumble. Hey, Bozo, you should check your propeller. Some lunatic tied a penguin to it.
No problem. I'll take care of it later.
But be careful, you might ruin our slide.
Dobra.
On we go.
I hope you know what you're...
Dalej pójdziemy w następnym odcinku. Dziękuję wam za oglądanie. Ja jestem Odc.16. To była Chaos on Deponia. Zapraszam do następnego odcinka. Trzymajcie się. Cześć.